If the U.S. pulls out of the Iran nuclear deal, it will create tensions in USEU relations. None of Trump's advisors wants this. His preferences change with some frequency, Robert Jervis, professor of international relations at Columbia University, told Persia Digest news website. I endorsed the nuclear agreement when it was signed, and nothing that has happened since has changed my mind. As Trump himself has said, Iran is living up to the letter of the agreement. There are some grounds for his saying that it has violated the spirit, but of course that is permitted, and the U.S. has clearly violated its spirit as well. U.S. President Donald Trump's team now faces an October 15 deadline to tell Congress whether it will continue to certify that Iran is in compliance with the deal. If Trump refuses to certify, Congress will have 60 days to decide whether to reimpose U.S. sanctions on Iran. The American professor went on to add that, although a majority of senators objected to the bargain when it was signed, it is not quite as clear that they would actually vote to reimpose sanctions if Trump refuses to certify that Iran is in compliance. They know that this time it would have real consequences, and probably hope that they can avoid taking a stand. If the Senate does vote to restore sanctions, the crucial question is whether these will only involve direct sanctions against Iran, which would be more than annoying, but less than greatly disruptive, or whether the U.S. would extend secondary sanctions to countries and banks that trade with Iran and have financial dealings with it. This would of course have severe consequences for the Iranian economy, but also would create a crisis in relations between the U.S. and Europe. Jervis said none of Trump's advisors wants this, adding that it is hard to know what Trump himself believes. I think his preferences change with some frequency. Iran and the Group 51 Russia, China, the US, Britain, France, and Germany reached the 159-page nuclear agreement in July 2015 and implemented it in January 2016. Since the historic deal was signed in Vienna, the International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA) has repeatedly confirmed the Islamic Republic's compliance with its commitments under the Jcpoa, but some other parties, especially the US, have failed to live up to their undertakings.